Okay, so I believe that most of you are on the live session, and this is a WASI question. I welcome all of you to this live session. It's our first time MATHsDoc is having a live session, and I wish that for any inconveniences you forgive us. But we are going to have our first time live session, and it's going to be continuous for some time. And so every day or twice in a week, you'll be having a live session. And this is a simple question for the WASI. If you know the page, you remember that there are a lot of challenges that students are facing, especially real life problems. A lot of people are facing these real life problems, and I know that um, it is a challenge. Actually, I know, but let's bear with ourselves. It's not our problem. We just wanted to try as much as possible to do our best. So this is February 2026 word problem. So let's go through the question and then we'll look at our discussion as they progress in the lesson. So it says in a certain village, 3 over 16 of the inhabitants are above 60 years. 1 over 8 of them are between 15 and 30 years. And 1 over 4 of them are under 15 years. The remaining 35 people in the village are between 30 and 60 years old. If there are 7 men in the village who are above 60 years, find the number of women who are above 60 years. Now, what you have to do when it comes to a question like this is, please, we are looking for a particular information. Now, you deduce your demand of the question from the startup. It says in a certain village, 3 over 16 of the inhabitants. What are they talking about? They are talking about the inhabitants. But with your personal information from the footnote, you know that you don't know the number of inhabitants are, let's say, um, people who stay in a particular place, or in other words, indigents, in other words, residents, or those who stay in a particular area. So that is what we mean by the word inhabitant. So when it comes to inhabitants, we don't really know who or how many are they. So the first thing that you're supposed to do is to represent let S be the inhabitant. So you have represented the unknown number of people in the village with X. Mind you, you don't know the number. So when X stands in, it is perfect. Now let's take each of the various information one after the other. Now the first one says that 3 over 16 of the inhabitants are above 60 years. So which people are above 60 years? 3 over 16 of the inhabitants. So above 60 years, we have 3 over 16. 3 over 16 of the inhabitant. When we say of, what do we mean by of? What do we mean by of? So I think when we say of, I know everybody understands the word of. I'm trying to get my calculator. Of means times or multiplication. So of, so times x, so times x, which is 3 over 16. 8 of them are between 15 and 30 years. Have a tick, and then uh, I know you are alive. Yes, so that um get what you are looking at. And so let me know how many. Let me have a tick, please. Let me have a tick or a thumbs up to know that most of you are joining the live. Quickly join the live. Call your friends to join the live. Yes, so we are going through questions. So join the live quickly. We have that 1/8 of them are between 15 and 30 years. So let's write between 15 and 30 years. Between 15 and 30 years. And they are saying it's 1/8. So you write 1/8 times x. So it's 1/8 x, right? So have 1/8 x. So we are done with this first one. Then it says, and 1/4 of them are under 15 years. So under 15 years. Under 15 years is what? 1/4 times x, that is of the two of the inhabitants. So it's 1/4 x. Okay, I want to see you being on live. Please come on live, come on live, come on live, and then let me have your thumbs up so that I know you are on live. If you are not hearing me, you can give your comments that you are not hearing me, so that I can easily give the information. So that is, we have that. Then the remaining 35 people are in the village who are between 30 and 60 years. So between 30 and 60 years. Between 30 and 60 years, for them, they are giving us the exact value, which is 35. 35. Okay. So let me get a calculator. Then let's see how best. So we have the total. We are going to have the total. We are going to have a total. I'm not getting my calculator. So the total. So let's do our total. It means that when you add all this, you are supposed to get x. So let's do that. So we have 3/16x plus 1/8x plus 1/4x plus 35 is going to give us the x, which is the total inhabitant. So this is our first time having a live, so let's bear with ourselves. Okay, let's bear with ourselves. So it's our first time. I have about 5 people. Okay, that's good. We are making progress. So we have the total. So multiply through by 16. Let's multiply through by 16. You have 16 times 3/16x plus 16 times 1/8x plus 16 times 1/4x plus 35 times 16, and then 16 times x. All right, so that is what we are having. That's what we are having here. So we have to do the cancellation. 16 cancel 16. 16 cancel 8 cancel 16 2. 4 cancel 16 4. And then 35 times 16. 35 times 16 6 5 30. 6 3 18 plus 3 is 21. 5 then 4. So we have 0 6 6. So let's see if it's right. Let's do the calculation. Please check it for me. Yes, check it for me. Check it for me. Comment and give your note. Your note. Yes. So now you can see me. Yes. So that's the note. Yes. Are you here? Good. I think it is clear now. So let's do the addition. Let's multiply 35 times 16. So you do the normal calculation, 35 times 16. 6, 5, 30. So 0 remainder 3, right? 6, 3, 18. Right? 6, 3, 18. 18 plus 3 will give you 21. So 21. Now let's come here. 1 times 5 is 5 here. 1 times 3 is 3. So we have 0, 6, 5. That's 560. So we have 3x plus 2x plus 4x plus 560 is equal to 16x. So let's group the like terms. Let's move this ones, the x to the other side. So 560 is equal to 16x minus 3x minus 2x minus 4x. So you have all this to be 9. So minus 3, 9. So 16 minus 9 is 6. I think that's correct, right? 16 minus 9. 16 minus 9 is you have 7. Yes. So we have 560 is equal to 7x. Now let's divide both sides by 7. So x is equal to 560 over 7. Please, are you getting it? So I think, let me do it here. 5x is equal to 560 divided by 7. Okay. So 560 divided by 7. What are we having? Okay, so we are having 5 divided by 560 to have the value x is equal to 10. Is it 10? 8. Good. So 80. So our x is 80. You see, our x is 80. So we now know our x. So now that we know our x, that's the total number of people in the village inhabitants. They are 80, and they are saying that you are supposed to find, it says, if 7 men in the village who are above 60. Now let's go to above 60. What is the above 60? It is above 60 is 3 over 16 times x, which is now 3 over 16 times 80. Okay, yes. So very simple. We are going to have this value, that is 3, okay, 5, and so we are having 15. So there are 15 people who are above 60. Good. So now if 15 people are above 60 and 7 of them are men, how many of them are women? So y plus 7 is equal to 15. So y is equal to 15 minus 7. Y is equal to 8 women. I hope today you enjoyed the life. I know today's life is not that much, but our subsequent life is going to be interesting. Thank you.